Markia Brown joins us now. She's an accredited financial counselor, certified financial education instructor, and founder of The Money Plug. She focuses on uplifting underserved communities with financial literacy. Thank you for taking the time to be with us today. What are the paths that many in Gen Z are now looking to if college isn't for them?
Honestly, the one good thing about America is the land of opportunity. So there's so many different avenues that Gen Z can take. Some of them pursue entrepreneurship, whether it be they start their own businesses or they join family businesses. There's also the world of work. There's so many jobs and trades that exist that are crucial to our infrastructure, like plumbing, electricians, construction workers. However, they don't necessarily require college degrees to be financially or professionally successful. And they also join the military. I myself am a result of my time in service. I joined fresh out of high school because I did not have the money to go to college. And since medically retired in 2019, it has been a huge part of my life, professionally and financially, and I did not have to go to college in order to achieve certain levels of success. So there are other options out there, but I don't think college should be just discounted completely. There's also the option to go later when it may then look like it could be a little bit more beneficial to your path. But that's also a very subjective choice that relies heavily on you identifying what your goals are.
Yeah, and we thank you for your service. What does someone's long-term earnings look like, though, if they don't have that college degree?
Well, it depends on the field that they choose to pursue and how you eventually get there. For example, I love using myself as an example because I have the lived experience of when I joined the military. I worked in military intelligence for a little bit. I got out of the military for the first time in 2014 and started working as a government contractor. Now, coworkers that I had college degrees and, had been working for 8, 9, 10, 12 years doing these things. I joined fresh out of the Army with all of the training that the Army paid for. I did not have to come out of pocket for anything. And I was hired based on my service and the experience that I had in my service. And I was making the same amount as them. But that's also, again, subjected to the field that you decide to enter and how you choose to enter that field. There are high schools now that provide pathways so that children can, or not children, but young adults can enter the world of work directly after high school based on the education that they already received there and can make upwards of 6 figures in certain fields, depending on what programs you enter. So I don't necessarily think that there's a direct correlation of if you don't go to college, you'll instantly make less money. There are some outliers, some variables that kind of come into play with that. But again, this is also one of those decisions that you have to make based on the goals that you have set for yourself professionally and financially.
How do the financial concerns of Gen Z today compare to the concerns of previous generations, perhaps baby boomers, when they were that age?
Number one, the cost of living is 10 times what it was for those generations. And people are barely able to pay rent and buy groceries, and even just transportation to and from work is increasingly difficult to maintain. So, these things like college are considered luxuries in some cases so that they cannot afford. And so that's why a lot of people don't even consider it. It's not an option for them. They can't think past the fact that they are not able to provide the necessities that they need to survive. So they can't then go on to think about skill development or furthering their education to do all of these things when they're solely focused on survival. And that stress impacts them mentally, physically, and as well as their relationships with each other and those older generations like their parents and their grandparents even.
All right, Markia Brown, certified financial education instructor and founder of The Money Plug. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.